guy on. Coach Emerson wants a minute to talk to him. Don't overthink it. Play within yourself. Don't try to do too much here. We can only get one run at a time. Going to have to piece something together. Norcross Florida has been dominant tonight. He'll go from the stretch, check on Landry at first. Pitch is high, ball one. Way high. Way, way high.
A little bit up there. Escalated. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar-esque.
Too high.
If you will. Yes, just a bit.
Slowed down quite a bit. We saw him working a lot quick. I mean, I think fatigue is setting in for Jared as well. Throw to first. Not his best move over there. Just keeping Landry honest. Outfield playing away a little bit. Looking for Turgeon to slap it away. Batter called for time. Granted. Austin Field here on Garfield Road, the Auburn Suburban Little League Complex. 5-0 Edward Little over the Lewiston Blue Devils. Top of the sixth. Pitch swung on, popped to the right side. Brushwine and Gibson are out. No catch was made. The ball was down. Brushwine makes the throw to second, and he is forced out. Wow. Wow. Landry didn't get a good jump off of first base. You didn't know if it was going to get caught. Gibson going out from second, and then Brushwine coming in from the right side. The ball landed just past the diving Gibson. Brushwine able to pick it up and make a hard throw to second. Nice job that time by Brown on the second base bag, acting like a first baseman to go out and get it and get the force out. Coach Emerson wants to make sure his foot was on the bag. He collected the ball, all of it. Looked like a bang-bang play. I know Landry thought he was safe. Either way, that's an out in the book. That's a 9-6 put out for all of you scoring at home, and I know you are.
Somebody better be.
So one down brings up Dalton Wing. He's 0 for 1, walked and struck out looking.
Pitch is foul back.
So that was a single, by the way, in which case breaks up the no-hit bid by Mr. Norcross Floyd.
Which is even better.
Because he did have one before that.
Right. One strike, one out. Top of the sixth, 5-0. EL with the lead. Lewiston with the runner on first. Looking to cut into it. Time running out. Flared into left field for a base hit. Good piece of opposite field hitting there. And runners on first and second now for Lewiston. That was a heck of a play right there. Dalton Wing going the other way with it.
Don't have the pitch count on me. My guess is Coach Jordan probably just wants to sort of see if he can't let Norcross Plord get out of this inning anyway. Maybe go to Gibson for the seventh. But don't be surprised if he goes to CJ here early. Lets the senior try to close this game out. I think he's got to start seeing outs from his senior pitcher in Norcross Plord if he wants to earn the chance to stay in this game.
Norcross Plord has had some rough stretches today, and then he's had some brilliant stretches. So be interested to see what he comes out with here. Even though he's gotten into trouble, he's managed to get out of it because he's kept Lewiston off the board. 5-0. EL with the lead, top of the sixth. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Oh, excuse me, one out. Pitch. Outside. 1-0. And the sun has officially gone down. Officially. Pitch is low. Runner goes.
Great.
And both runners go. And double steal pulled off successfully by the Blue Devils.
Here's the way you coach that up. If you are the trail runner, in that case, the trail runner is Dalton Wing. His responsibility is look to his lead runner, Eddie Turgeon. Eddie Turgeon's on second base. The second that he sees Turgeon break for third, he's got to break at the same time. He broke a little bit later. Turgeon got a good read on the timing of Norcross's Plord set position. Smart play there, stealing the base.
Pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Runners on second and third. Top of the sixth. 5-0 EL with the lead. Winner of this one will face Mount Ararat on Saturday. Yes, Mount Ararat beat Brewer today. Pitch is outside. Count is now 3-1.
So we do have a pinch hitter. I guess the bat phone out here, they're not using it. We asked them to make sure they let us know of all of the changes.
Let us know about that.
I think it's Jared Rubin.
I think you're right. And that pitch is going to be lined to Hartley at first. And then he throws over back to third, and the throw goes into left field.
Oh, let me tell you what I love about that. Are you kidding me?
Good backup there.
Christian Beliveau. That is such a fundamental backup play. And you've got a lot of people cheering behind home plate, and they're cheering at the fact that guy was actually there. I mean, that was an opportunity for a couple of runs to score after that throw by Hartley. Instead, he's still got the bags packed with an out. One pitch gets him out of this inning.
Pitch is a strike.
Ben Bossy, the hitter.
Oh, 1 pitch to Bossy. High, 1-1. Bases are loaded. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Norcross Plord sets. Delivers. Low, 2-1.
Can't tell if the umpire has one of those lenses on the top of his helmet, those reflective lenses.
Right.
Or if he just has alien bug eyes.
Right, yeah. There's
that are glowing all the way out in the center field.
Either or.
Could be.
High, 3-1.
Boy, just not able to find it here, and I'm surprised to see him get left in this long. I have got to believe this is his last hitter. I do believe it is.
Unless he gets the double play.
The double play.
The double
if he
play
gets a ground ball.
it.
No, I still think it'll be his last hitter. How about that?
All right. Fearless prediction. Pitch. Low, and Lewiston's on the board. 5-1.
Turgeon scores a run.
Guys, you're not going to believe this, but Steve was right. I know, it's shocking. But yes, Steve was right.
And
here comes Dave
we've
Jordan.
got a change.
Yeah, we got a pitching change. We'll keep it right here. Guess I should probably haul out the old handy-dandy phone, maybe get some updates.
Should be some updates. Got to be some updates.
You think so?
Yeah.
As you know, Steve, have you gotten the text yet of when you're going to be home? Have you gotten that yet?
When I'm going to be home?
Yeah, do you get that? Do you get that text during games? Because, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking because, baseball, where it's timed and all, I know, right, what's happening. I know when I'm going to be there.
We're always home at the same time.
George Stevens fell today over in Class C North,
Ooh.
number 1 seed. Another number 1 seed goes down. Number 9 Fort Kent took them out 3-2. So that was
GSA done, huh?
GSA
Coach Kane.
done. Try to get a score for you here from earlier. Trape defeated Dirigo 4-3 in extra innings. Tough loss for Ryan Palmer's squad. The good news is Ryan Palmer will be available to do do any Mountain Valley stuff or anything like that. So
welcome aboard, Ryan. We're sorry, but we love having you.
Winthrop knocked off St. Dom's today. A lot of extra inning games today. 10 innings, 2-1. Winthrop takes on Monmouth later on. Yeah. Yep. Winthrop, Monmouth.
So let's hope these Eddies have some magic in them.
Yes.
Because Eddies and the Oxford Hills Vikings are quickly emerging as the favorites, at least on the north side.
Right.
With Brewer gone.
Correct.
Bangor having to make the long trek.
I don't know what I use Ryan for, though. Like, here, go cover Class A baseball. You haven't done that all year. Pitch is a strike. 0-1. Jepson comes in with a big sweeping curveball.
3 saves this year for the senior. He has been clutch, dare I say.
I think it's cool how they actually use that as a stat.
Yeah.
and keep it the right way.
Dave's great about that with this team. I mean, he really, I think it holds players accountable. If you give them some objective data to look at, when a kid doesn't know why he's playing or why a certain kid might be playing more, the results speak for themselves.
Pitch is fouled away.
Kind of a sidewinder, C.J. Gibson. He changes his arm angle quite a bit. Heck of a competitor. Heck of a competitor. Gordon Beckwith is the hitter. He's 0 for 1. Had a walk, struck out in the 5th.
That pitch is going to be lined into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs scores. Ball is misplayed, and it is 5-3. Edward Little, top of the 6th. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Boy, ball struck well that time by Beckwith into the left center gap, and Blanchard came up on it. Looked like he wanted to kind of play it off of his glove side, not right off of the center of his body, and it just took a funny hop, went right underneath his glove and by him. That allowed both runs to score. Beckwith goes all the way to second. We got us a barn burner, Matty. Well, we got us a ball game.
We got us a ball game.
How about that?
Top of the 6th, 5-3, 1 out. Gibson's pitch, swung on a missed. Kind of a half-hearted swing, but a swing nonetheless. 0-1.
Owen Cox, 0 for 2, had a strikeout, grounded out to third last inning. Chance for redemption.
Pitch is outside, 1-1.
One swing ties this game up.
York beat Mountain Valley today by scoring 19 runs. They'll move on to play Wells. Pitch is bunted foul.
Squeeze.
So yeah, Oxford Hills and EL is what we've got left, my friend. That's what we've got left.
Yeah. So all of the tertiary planning that's gone on for the last 2 days.
Yes.
Null and void.
Null and void.
Null and void. Hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
What about none of it happened?
What about none of it? What if nothing happened? What would that be? Pitch is going to be grounded to short and misplayed, and everybody's going to be safe. Another run scores, and now Lewiston's going to run a con up at third, and he's out. 2 outs. Moving on to second base is Owen Cox, and it is now 5-4 Lewiston here in the top of the 6th inning. And the tying run is on second base. They would have had second and third had it not been for the base running snafu there.
Yeah, Brown not able to field it cleanly at short, and he just kind of bobbled it. Beckwith took a hard round around third base, overran third base, got stuck in between third and home in a rundown, not able to capitalize on it. Lewiston able to still get that 4th run across, and Owen Cox did a nice job getting into scoring position. So now Jack LeBlond, who's 0 for 2, with a chance.
Pitch is outside. 1-0.
LeBlond's had a pair of strikeouts and a walk.
Outside 2-0.
Boy, and Lewiston not able to generate a whole lot of offense tonight, but able to string it together here late.
Outside 3-0.
I think the walks ended up hurting Norcross, Florida. I mean, we don't see a guy throw a no-hitter and give up 4 and 5 walks. 6 walks, that's 24 extra pitches that he didn't have to throw.
A lot of full counts as well, and that pitch is a ball, and Gibson can't find the plate. His runner's on first and second.
Evan Cox will step up to the plate. He's going to be the 9th batter this inning for the Blue Devils. He is 0 for 2. Had a ground out to third. He walked and then reached on a fielder's choice.
Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
And now Gibson just kind of biting down, throwing a little extra. You see him reaching back a little bit more now.
Pitch is going to be flared into right field, and Lewiston's probably going to take the lead. This is going to roll all the way back there. Thrown in by Brushwine. And the Blue Devils lead 6-5 here in the top of the 6th. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
That was a well-hit ball.
Wow.
And just like that, we got a whole new ball game, kids. Looked like your run-of-the-mill baseball game, and then all of a sudden, and now C.J. Gibson's going to come out of the game, which doesn't happen very often.
Got to figure we started this inning without Norcross Plord having given up a hit. He started to gave up a couple of hits. They went to Gibson. Gibson wasn't able to put anything out on the fire. And the Blue Devils have been able to come forward now with a 1-run lead, 6-5 Blue Devils here in the top of the 6th.
Now St. Pierre looks like he's going to come in and pitch. He's going to get warmed up right now. The Frog shall serenade us, though. That'll be helpful. Six-run, 6th inning for the Lewiston Blue Devils.
Norcross Plord will move over to third base to allow Gibson back at second. Tyler Libby will move from third base out to left field. That'll be the reset for the Eddies. See Mason Brushwine and Tyler Blanchard having a little discussion. You know, they're reviewing some of those balls that were hit to the outfield.
It's a good time to do it, too. And there wasn't, hey, how about you? How about you? There's the one thing I got to say about Edward Little today so far, even when there's been an issue, there's been good backup plays. That means they're paying attention. See, a lot of teams do that. And if just fundamentally they were where they were supposed to be when a ball gets thrown or misplayed, the backup there would save it.
Landry's the guy that started off this inning, broke up the no-hitter. He's going to be the one that'll be due up here against St. Pierre. What an impressive
comeback.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, did I mention that the last 2 runs happened with 2 outs? Because that happened. Yeah,
no surprise.
Right. Yep. Kind of fit. We'll call this, you know what we'll call this? We'll call this the Michael Pineda game. Everything's happening with 2 outs.
Yep.
Everything's happening with 2 outs. St. Pierre is ready to go. Landry is in the dish. Runner on second for Lewiston. And we'll go out and talk to Bell is going to come out and talk to St. Pierre.
What an interesting game this is.
Yeah. This is totally changed from about 30 minutes ago, I'd say.
Yeah, we were just talking about favorites. Shame on me.
Right, yeah. Here we are.
Let the horse out of the barn too early,
Well,
folks.
the other issue was I mentioned extra innings in the other games.
Hey-o.
That was probably my fault. And now St. Pierre steps off the mound again. St. Pierre still hasn't thrown a pitch yet. Six to 5, Blue Devils with a lead. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1.
Two outs here. Aggressive secondary lead here for all the base runners for the Blue Devils. The one base runner. How about that?
The one. The one, yes.
Yeah, guy standing in the dugout confused me. He's not taking a 30-foot lead off of third base.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And that's Will Emerson, not a player. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a long day. That happens. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2. 1 on, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Lewiston has scored 6 this inning and taken the lead over Edward Little, 6-5. Just like that, the script has been flipped. 0-2. Swung on and missed, but it gets away from Bell, and he's just going to have to hang on to it. So a strikeout, but because of the wild pitch, Landry gets down to first, and now there's runners on the corners with 2 away, 6-5, and Eddie Turgeon will step in, the cleanup hitter.
Reached on a fielder's choice, also scored a run earlier. He'll get his second at bat of this inning.
St. Pierre. Steps and fires. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Lewiston started this inning down 5-0. They're now up 6-5. We're midway through the 6th. 7 innings in high school baseball for those of you who don't watch regularly.
7.
Somebody, it was funny, I get to a place today, and they're like, oh, that game's almost over. It's in the 6th. You only got 1/2 inning left. I'm like, no. 7. Little League ends it after 6.
Of course, that 92 team played in the old 9-inning SMAA.
Yes, and
Telegram
inside. 1-1. Those, the 1992 Edward Little State champions were honored before the game today.
I believe I played 9 innings through high school, 96, so I believe they stopped it in 97 or 98. They went back to the 7 innings.
Swung on a missed. 1-2. I played for those Lily Class C schools. We just, we did what we needed to do.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Playing from behind 5 runs here, if Lewiston can actually scratch another run across here and take a 2-run lead.
Grounded fouled on the third base line. That really changes the complexion as well, because then all the pressure's on Edward Little.
Well, Landry is a guy that can get down the baseline. He's got a lot of foot speed. I mean, I don't think Bell had a chance if that ball was even within 5 or 6 feet of throwing him out down at first base. My guess is here, 2-strike count, they're going to send him again. And if ball gets hit into the gap, there's a good chance he could score if he's put in motion. So they could make it a 3-run game with the ball hit to the gap.
Pitch. High. Down to first. We'll go Landry. I guess we'll call that defensive indifference.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, because that is the appropriate ruling.
Right. They weren't going to throw it.
That is defensive indifference.
Pitch. Fouled away. Over to the Edward Little dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6-5. Lewiston over EL. Top of the 6th. St. Pierre's number 2. He is on the mound. Third pitcher this inning for EL. Winds, kicks, delivers. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Edward Little finally out of the inning. 6 runs for the Blue Devils. They now lead 6-5. We'll be back on Maine's Big Z with video stream provided by MBR.org.
Listen longer, listen farther. The Maine's Big Z, 105.5 and 1240 WEZR, Lewiston, Auburn, plus 92.7 WEZR FM, Norway.
Your friends on the Z.
Gleason Media is proud to announce Spectrum Healthcare Partners, Central Maine Orthopedics and OA Centers for Orthopedics, partnered together to offer top-notch patient-centered orthopedic care for all. Serving the entire state of Maine, Spectrum Healthcare has a location near you. Ask your doctor to be referred to Spectrum Healthcare Partners, leading orthopedic care in Maine. Visit them online at spectrumhcp.com. Again, that's spectrumhcp.com for a list of services and locations.
Welcome back. Matt Batwell, Steve Flynn with you here at the Auburn Suburban Little League Fields. Edward Little trails Lewiston 6-5. If you're just joining us, you're going to be like, what? When I went away, EL was leading 5-0. Well, then the top of the 6th happened. And it changed just like that.
6 runs on 2 hits, 1 error made by the Edward Little Red Eddies, and Lewiston able to take advantage of all of it. A lot of walks, and I'll tell you what, it's put Edward Little at a disadvantage here. They've got 3, 4, and 5 coming up this inning. It'll be Hartley, Norcross, Plord, and Max Bell. That's the heart of the guys they want up to try to get something started. And Ben Bossy is going to continue to carry the baseball here for the Blue Devils.
Bossy came in for Evan Cox, who was on the mound previously. Grant Hartley steps into the dish. Miel looks to chop into this 1-0 lead. This 1-run deficit, excuse me.
Doubles defense here. Doubles defense. Ball 1. Sorry, Matty.
No, that's okay.
Doubles defense, so your corner infielders are squeezed off towards the foul line so that the ball down the line won't result in a double. Outfielders playing way back, keep it in front of them.
In there for a strike, 1-1.
Hartley's a guy with a lot of power. We saw him rip one down the right field line. And he's a guy that's launched some pretty impressive homers, so they know what he's capable of.
Outside, 2-1.
Big breaking ball for Bossy. He's thrown that a couple times. I'm surprised at how high he starts that, but that thing still bites all the way back down.
2-1 pitch is going to be popped up and out of play. Count now even at 2-2. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Lewiston leads Edward Little 6-5, and the winner of this one will host Mount Ararat. The question is, if Lewiston wins it, where will they host it? We'll find out Saturday. Well, we'll find out before that, but we'll know then.
Yeah.
No, before then.
Yeah.
Pitches the ball, goes back to the backstop, and the count is now full, 3-2. If you're Lewiston, you definitely want to avoid getting the leadoff runner.
Well,
at
the point that it's not going to be at your home field, does it
Right.
matter what field? I mean, you don't want to play on the opposing player's home field, but
can we play at your place, Mount Ararat, and we'll just be the home team?
Right.
Yeah, no. Pitch. Big looping breaking ball is high and inside, and Hartley draws a walk. Think he's going to pinch hit for Hartley, pinch run for Hartley here?
Well, we heard him talk in the pregame show about Pace Bouchard. He's used him to pinch run quite a bit, and it looks like he is going to go to somebody here.
Or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Look at that. Once again, folks, ladies and gentlemen, Steve called it. The other thing we didn't call so far was the NBA Finals stuff, which we talked about on the B list earlier this week. That didn't.
Whoa, were we way off?
We were all way off. You guys were less way off than I. Yes.
Wow.
You and Troy Barney's at least had the right team winning.
Holy
cow. We just didn't know the amount of games.
What an intense game last night.
It's pretty good. We were rooting for a sweep. I didn't think we'd get the one we got, but here we are. Bossy's pitch is going to be lined into center field for a base hit. Landry's going to track it down and hold him to a single, and also hold Bouchard at second. EL has runners on first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. They trail Lewiston 6-5.
Nice job by Norcross Plord putting the bat on the ball there early in the count, getting a fastball from Bossy. Struck it well into the left center gap. And now Max Bell with a couple of guys on. Coach Jordan, no idea what he's asking about.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
Maybe something was said. Not sure.
All right.
Okay, so
Something
no
got
outs,
cleared
men
up.
on first and second, and Max Bell up. Boy, every fiber of my being is saying that he's bunting here.
And Steve was right. Grounds it back to Bossy, and the pitch is high. The throw over to first is high. But nice play there by Wing to get up there to come back down with it. Runners advance to second and third. That'll be a sacrifice bunt for Bell. 1 out. And now it's time for Mason Brushwine to see if he can get these runners home.
Will
We have a meeting
Emerson
on the mound here.
going to come out, talk to Bossy. What do you think? I mean, so my initial thought here is don't throw. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to go out there and tell a high school kid don't throw strikes. Miss the plate by 6 inches off the plate. You know what I mean?
Right. That's not.
The idea here is don't give him anything good to hit. Don't give him a ball. Don't pitch to the middle of the plate here because one swing and the pendulum will swing back to the Red Eddie side. Lewiston doesn't want to create that. So we'll see whether or not they maybe try to put him on or put him over. No, they're going to change pitchers.
They did change pitchers.
Jack LeBlond is into pitch now.
He'll warm up right in front of us. We'll keep it right here. Winner of this one will play Mount Ararat on Saturday. The other side of the Class A North bracket, Oxford Hills takes on Bangor Saturday at noon. You can catch that game on our sister station, 96.9 AM 1450, the Mighty Ox. Edward Little got out in front in this one, 5-0, and then on the top of the sixth, 6 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, right? 6 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and Lewiston took the lead, 6-5. Edward Little has answered back here on the bottom of the sixth, with runners on first and second with nobody out. Max Bell with a sacrifice bunt gets the runners over to second and third, and now we're going to have a pitching change. Jack LeBlond moves from shortstop onto the bump.
Looks like Evan Cox will go to shortstop.
Yes.
And Ben Bossy will go over and play third base. Simple.
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 It's pretty easy. Mason Brushwine in there. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. EL down 6-5. A date in the regional semifinals on the line. Pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores, and they are going to hold Norcross Plord, and we're tied at 6. Good piece of hitting there by Brushwine. He just waited for the first pitch he could hit and lined it right into right
Swinging
field.
early in the count. Be aggressive in the count. You got a pitcher coming in. The first thing you're going to tell your relief pitcher is throw strikes. And that's exactly what LeBlanc did. He threw a strike. Brushwine did all he could with it, hit it well into right field. Tied the game up. And with just 1 out here, 6s are ugly across the board.
Tyler Libby swinging a miss. 0-1. Tyler Libby with a chance to bring the runner in from third and give EL the lead. St. Pierre, I assume, would stay on the mound for the Eddies.
0 for 3 is Libby.
Pitch. Grounded to third. Misplayed. Into left field. And the EL, the Edward Little Red Eddies, have the lead 7-6.
Wow. Just like that, it can turn.
Just like
Just
that. Well, I
like
mean,
that.
Cox goes over to short, and then he tries to catch that play. Bossy's over at third. I mean, that's a big switch to flip-flop over there, and that was a tough hop. Bossy's going to come out at third now. Looks like he is going to be replaced by number 33, Jared Rubin. Still only 1 out, 7-6. EL with a lead. Bottom of the 6th. Pitch. High. 1-0.
Ian Brushwine now. He is 1 for 3. Had a single, scored a run, flew out to center, and grounded out to third.
Pitch. High. 2-0. Big crowd here tonight on both sides. Each side alternating. Which one is talking the most smack? Pitch inside. 3-0.
Yeah, that pendulum has swung back and forth a few times, I think.
A little bit. A little bit. That happens typically between EL and Lewiston, no matter what the sport is.
Feel the temperature rising.
Pitch outside.
Oh,
and
boy.
the bases are loaded. Still only 1 out. 7-6. EL with a lead. Bottom of the 6th.
Gibson is 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice bunt in the second. Walked and scored a run in the fourth. Struck out in the fifth.
Pitch. In there for a strike. Oh, excuse me. Hi, 1-0. Sorry. What? Different innings, different strike zones, I guess.
Yep. That's how it's working.
Well, the sun went down, so that changed things.
Yeah.
In there for a strike, 1-1. See, to me, that one looks about the same as the other one.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
Just checking.
The other pitch looked better. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. That pitch is inside, 2-1. I almost got out of the way of that one, and we're in center field. Swung on and missed, 2-2. Those things look so appealing when they're up by your
little
eyes.
beach
I
ball.
could get that. Nope.
Yeah. See so much more of that ball. It just looks bigger. Hard to lay off.
Pitch is swung on, fielded, throw to home. Got him. Nice play there by LeBlanc. Good play by Beckwith to act like a first baseman. And there's 2 away.
Wow.
1-2 on the fielder's choice. You don't get that very often.
Nope.
1-2. Austin Brown stepping in. No relation to Charlie or Sawyer that I'm aware of.
Not that I know of.
Not that we should probably ask Dave that if we do have to talk to him before another game.
Don't start that.
Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion.
Austin Brown now. Couple of hits. 1 hit, scored 2 runs. The senior shortstop.
Base is still loaded. 7-6, EL with the lead. In the bottom of the 6th. Foul away. Caught and dropped. Oh. That was a heck of an attempt by Cooper Millett, but he could not hang on to it over by the wall.
I said Austin Brown was a senior. I'm an idiot. He's a freshman. How about that? Freshman, starting shortstop, leadoff hitter, been an integral part of the night's game, and certainly not a senior. 100% not a senior.
Well, it's funny. Even though this is the playoffs, this is our first game of the year, so we got a few months of rust to knock off. That one again, hit it in the same spot. Millett under it, makes the catch, and Lewiston is finally out of the inning. However, they cough up the lead that they just worked so hard to get back. Edward Little gets two. They're up 7-6. We're headed to the top of the seventh. We'll see if Lewiston can tie it up. You're listening on Maine's Big Z. You're watching on MBR.org.
Discover for yourself why more and more people choose Twin Town Homes in Oxford. Proudly support local athletes in their community. Good luck to all.
You're listening to Maine's Big Z. What at mainsbigz.com.
Wow. What a game.
Just like that.
Edward Little scored one in the bottom of the first, another single run in the bottom of the second, scored three more in the bottom of the fourth. That made it 5-0 all the way until the top of the sixth, where the Blue Devils packed in two hits, also helped by an error, put six on the board, and then two more runs in the bottom half of that sixth inning for the Eddies, and they take the one-run lead here, 7-6. We are in the last inning of play. The Blue Devils down to their final 3 outs for the night.
Dalton Wing steps in.
It'll be Wing, Osgood, and Rubin, I believe.
Pitch is a ball, a 1-0.
No, it'll be Wing Elias Atkins. That's who will hit next.
That's right, because he switched out. There was some switcherooning going on. Pitch is a strike. 2-1. St. Pierre came in for Gibson. Gibson came in for Norcross Plord. Gibson will be credited with a blown save in this one.
He will. He will.
That's the double-edged sword of the save. The save and the blown save.
Yep.
Swung on a miss, 2-2.
But I think it almost hardens his resolve in some ways. I mean, he's helped out by the fact that the Eddies were able to scratch a couple cross in the last half inning, take the lead back from the Blue Devils.
In there for a strike three, and there's one away. Must have been looking for something else. Someone said, Lionel Richie, hello, was it me you're looking for? And he's like, no, I was looking for the other pitch.
The other one.
1 out. 7-6. EO with a lead. They got a date with Mount Ararat if they can hang on and win this one. Pitch is a strike. 0-1. St. Pierre's throwing BBs. Pitch outside. 1-1. Osgood is still the DH, correct? Yes.
Atkins.
Atkins was the DH, that's right. How did I not know the Atkins of all the names?
The Atkins, that's right.
Swung on a missed. 1-2. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. EL hanging on 7-6. Pitch. Swung on it, missed. Bell tagged him. I guess he didn't tag him. Anyways, they throw to first. How's that? How's this going to be for the putout? Bell throws it on the wild pitch, and he goes to throw it around the horn, and he he throws it to Libby, and then Libby throws it over to first.
Hey, you know.
So it's going to be
Create it.
2-5-3 on the
right.
strikeout. Strike 0-1.
12th strikeout that was for Edward Little pitching tonight.
That's Ruben up at the dish right now, right?
Ruben is
The last hope.
dishing.
Swung and a missed, 0-2. Ruben came into play third after Bossy's error in the bottom of the sixth. St. Pierre's 0-2 pitch. Curveball. Everybody was going off the field. The umpire said, no thanks, not quite yet. 1-2. We all thought we had a date with the exit. That one on the outside corner is a strike. And Edward Little will move on to take on Mount Ararat on Saturday. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with a scoring recap here on Maine's Big Z. You're watching on MBR.org.
Community College in Auburn offers 41 degree and certificate programs that prepare students for good-paying jobs in Maine or transfer to a four-year college. Prepare for great careers in business, technology, healthcare, law enforcement, and more. In addition to the Auburn campus, CMCC also offers courses in several locations in Oxford and Franklin counties. If you're looking for quality, convenience, and the lowest tuition in New England, come and explore Central Maine Community College. Call us today at 755-5273. For more information, visit our website, cmcc.edu.
Whether you're on your way to the game or celebrating after, Pat's Pizza on Center Street in Auburn invites you to stop by for a meal that everyone in your family and on your team will enjoy. Like spinach and artichoke dip, nachos, amazing salads and wraps, meat and veggie lasagna, and more. And of course, there's Pat's Pizza. Order plain, specialty, gourmet, or gluten-free. Dine in or take out from Pat's Pizza, located at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Call 784-8221. Online at patsauburn.com. Pat's Pizza is proud to be a sponsor of high school playoff action.
Make this the best summer ever with the YMCA of Auburn Lewiston.
For youth entering kindergarten through 10th grade, the Y offers multiple summer camp programs close to home at the historic Camp Corner at Lower Rang Pond in Poland. Both camps have the opportunity to visit and explore our outdoor learning and education center.
Sign up for 1 week at a time or for the whole summer. Y Summer Camps give children confidence, and their experiences and memories will last a lifetime.
Financial assistance is available to qualifying families, and on-site childcare is provided before and after camp.
For more information, visit the Y at 62 Turner Street in Auburn or call 795-4095, online at alymca.org and on Facebook.
Welcome back. Edward Little, Lewiston wrapped up quarterfinal action here. High school baseball, MPA baseball playoffs final. Edward Little 7, Lewiston 6. I hand it over to Steve Flynn for the recap.
1 run in each of the bottom of the first and the second innings for the Eddies. They carried that 2-0 lead into the bottom of the fourth, able to get 3 runs. Benefit of 1 small error by the Blue Devils. That gave them a 5-0 lead on into the 6th inning. Lewiston able to string together a couple of hits between 2 consecutive walks and get 6 runs in on 2 hits. Also benefited from an error and took the 6-5 lead. It was a Mason Brushwine base hit into right field, scoring 2 runs and allowing the Red Eddies to take the 7-6 lead. Damian St. Pierre on in relief of C.J. Gibson, who was on in relief of Norcross Plort, able to strike out the side in the top half of the 7th. And with 6 runs, 2 hits, and on 3 errors, leaving 7 men on base, the Blue Devils fall to the Red Eddies, scoring 7 runs on 6 hits, making 3 errors themselves, and leaving 11 men on base. So that's your final here from Austin Field here in Auburn. The Red Eddies with a playoff win over their crosstown rival, the Lewiston Blue Devils, 7-6.
They will take on Mount Ararat this Saturday. We should have it for you. And maybe the company that handles our mobile internet won't shut our mobile hotspot off
Hey.
in the middle of the game. That would be a nice start. Hey! Chris Hodgkins, thank you very much for keeping us on the air back in the Spectrum Healthcare Partners studio. Spectrum Healthcare Partners, advancing healthcare together. We will be back on Saturday right here. Eagles, Eddies, here on the Z. We bring you back to the music mark after dark. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early. Yes, really. That's that quick of a turnaround. Maine's Big Z. Again, your final, Edward Little 7, Lewiston 6.